What's going on, everyone? Funas here. Welcome back to 2K Sim. Now, today, I had a little bit of inspiration from a guy called Danny 2K. If you know him, you know he did this. What if I made all my favorite players on each team, I can only pick one of them, by the way, became a 99 overall? So, the first one, obviously, is Scotty Barnes. Reason why? He's my favorite player on the Toronto Raptors. There's nothing much else to say about it. Next one, Sengun. I like Sengun as a player. He seems very interesting. Also, the reason why I picked Sengun is because I kind of like how he plays. It reminds me a lot of Jokic. And that I think he has great potential and he's interesting to watch. Now, I would have picked KD, but honestly, Sengun recently is more of my favorite because of a sleeper thing. It's a betting place, but I just play with my friends with that stuff, so you're gonna see a lot of recurrence of that sleeper app. Second one, Victor Wembanyama. Dude is a great center. I mean, he got the blocks, got the shot. I mean, you name it, he's a very good center, and I think he can do a lot of great things. Dylan Brooks. I mean, this guy's a Canadian, but most importantly, he's funny as heck to watch. I mean, he really goes out the best guys on each team and talks trash to them. I respect it. He may be a little bit of a goober, but to be fair, the Phoenix Suns, besides Devin Booker, there isn't really a lot of other people that I like besides him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Obviously, I like him. He is my number one overall. It would have been Chet Holmgren, but I like Shai more because he's Canadian, and bro represents the Canadian group. Yes, that is a little bit interesting. Like, oh yeah, just because he's Canadian is why I like him. But, you know, it is what it is. Anthony Edwards. I mean, bro, just move this out of the way. I mean, Anthony Edwards, there's nothing much I need to say. Bro got hops like Jordan. Can play and do all that amazing stuff. He is just a good player. And every time I tune in, he's fun to watch. Donovan Clingan. Can't really pronounce his name. But I remember watching him and being like, he's a very decent player. And also in 2K, my NBA as well, I would always pick him if he was there because he's 7'2". He is quite heavy. But he was always a good center to have that progressed decently. That's one of the reasons why I picked him. Seth Curry is the reason why I picked Seth Curry instead of Steph Curry is because of a joke I had a long time ago with my buddy, where I would absolutely destroy someone in the old 2K NBA Live with Seth Curry, and it was funny as hell. And even now, I will always pick Seth Curry if he's available because of that old thing that I did. So that's why he's my favorite for the Golden State Warriors. George is the reason why, again, it's because of the sleeper thing, is that he's a very decent player. I mean, he has his times and all that. And, I mean, I didn't really want to pick Alex Sarr. I don't really want, like, again, with the Washington Wizards, I haven't watched anyone. So I just went with George. Vijay Edgecombe. I respect the hell out of the guy. You know, he's trying to get that bag. First couple of games, off to a doozy. And it reminds me a lot of Vince Carter. So I respect him. Then you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is one of my favorite NBA players of all time. I place him top 3. So you can obviously see why he's my favorite Milwaukee Bucks, and I would love to see him on the Toronto Raptors, but it may not be happening. Josh Giddey. I mean, again, I don't really like anyone from the Bulls as much as Josh Giddey, part of the sleeper thing, so I might have more of a bias towards him. Kobe White, kind of dislike him. He's not really that good of a player. Evan Mobley, great defensive player. And again, I would love to have him on a team. If I was going to pick people, he would definitely be one of those players that I would pick. Jason Tatum, mostly for the memes, was a former NBA championship, and he's a pretty decent player. Kawhi Leonard, even though he was a little bit scummy and went, to a different team because of money things under the table, he gave us our first ring. So obviously, I have to salute him and give him that 99 overall. But if he wasn't on this team, it would have most definitely be Zubac. Zach Edey, Canadian, tall. I think this kid has a lot of potential. And it would have been Jaren Jackson Jr., then Ja, in that order. So it goes Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson Jr., then Ja Morant. But I think he has great potential to be a great player. And that's why I picked him to be the 99 overall. Stanley Johnson, again, phenomenal player. And I think he may be one of the best players in the future if he doesn't get injured and all said done. Again, this guy is almost averaging a triple-double this season. No, not really, but like he can get them points, man. And again, in Sleeper, he has been a lifesaver for me. Where again, he's one of those centers that I think he has a lot of promising potential. Man can get a lot of rebounds and a good decent amount of points. I think they should start him, put Bam Adebayo down to the power forward spot, but what do I know? And again, I played with him with 2K and all that stuff, and he's a very phenomenal player. That's why he's a 99 overall. If he wasn't on this team or not in this game, it would have been Bam Adebayo. Maybe Andrew Wiggins. LaMelo Ball. Most of the time, I'll always pick him in 2K Sims because he's a phenomenal playmaker and shooter. Defensively, he is kind of bad, and he was my first 99 overall card in 2K25. Lauri Markkanen, phenomenal player. Guy can get you a bucket in 40 piece if he really needs to. Again, this guy's the same with a lot of other ones. Is that from Sleeper, so I have more of a bias towards him. It would have been Kessler, but I like Markkanen more. DeMar DeRozan, hopefully future Hall of Famer for the Toronto Raptors. You know, he did so much for the Toronto Raptors, and how he was done felt kind of bad, but I understand why the Raptors did it. Josh Hart, man was the GOAT. Helped me so much through the Sleeper fantasy teams. And bro, really, you know, when I needed him most, he came through. He came through. Luka, honestly, one of my favorite players. Super cool. Can shoot the ball, can play make. He's the kind of player that I would want on my team as well, because he just has all of that. Defensively, he may not be the best, but you can always fix people's weaknesses with other defensive players. Franz Wagner is one of my favorite. It was a tie between Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and how I broke it was simply just because of Sleeper. I've had Franz Wagner, but never had Paulo Banchero. So that's why I put Franz above Paulo. Cooper Flag. The reason why I put Cooper Flag over AD and Kyrie is because I was really hoping that Cooper Flag went to the Toronto Raptors and we got a high pick, but Dallas Mavericks somehow got it. But again, Cooper Flag is a very promising piece and prospect. And he's a rookie that I think will win the Rookie of the Year. I could have done Derek Lively because I do like Derek Lively a lot. I think he's going to be one of the great, well, not the great, but really good center-wise. Just outside of here. Michael Porter Jr., he's just kind of a funny guy. I mean, he's also been balling out on the Brooklyn Nets. That's really it. Also, I don't really care about the Brooklyn Nets, so that's why he's there. Jokic, one of my favorite players as well. He is what, like, if I didn't have a center, I would want to tell a lot of centers, be like Jokic. If you're not the fastest, be all around. You know, be able to shoot that ball, be able to, you know, see the floor. Because if you're not the fastest or the strongest, just be like Jokic, which is hard to say, but try to be that good passer, try to be that good shooter, and try to get those rebounds. And if you can do that, I can't hate you on it. Siakam, another one. He's former Toronto Raptors. Love the guy. Would have been Tyrese Haliburton if it wasn't for Siakam being on this team. Zion Williams, again, he's kind of a funny one. It would have been Derek Queens, but I like Zion more because I kind of had the saying where, you know, just be a bowling ball and crash through people with Zion Williams. Cade Cunningham. I got to respect the hell out of this guy. Bro's sticking with this team through thick and thin, and him playing super well this year solidifies it even more. Now that's all of them. Now, I'm curious on what you guys think, or not think. I am curious on what you guys' favorite players from each team is, and please leave it down in the comments below. As, without further ado, I think we should start simming. Did I turn off? The Toronto Raptors are not doing too good. But we're now kind of winning. LaMelo Ball, Cup MVP, averaging a 40 bomb. Jeez Louise. So right now, the Toronto Raptors are 18-22. Also, I mean, another thing is the reason why I picked Scotty Barnes. I think he could be one of the best Toronto Raptors of all time. All right, simulate all that. Yes. Have to do that. Because, I mean, this year, he's been doing phenomenal. Like, last night, he tied the record for the most amount of rebounds in Toronto Raptors history. Maybe broken, I'm not too sure. But also having a triple-double and being one of the only players to have the same amount of, like, the stat line is similar to Jokic. Because I remember seeing something from a YouTuber or whatever that the only other person that has a stat line like Scotty Barnes, or like has 500 points, 250 rebounds, and 150 assists or something. I'm not too sure on what it is fully, but something along those lines was Jokic, which, you know, that's a lot of, you know, like that's Jokic. Scotty Barnes is the only other person besides Jokic to have that. Or whatever that stat line is. Because if anyone knows it, please put it down in the comments below on what I'm talking about. Cade Cunningham, almost having a triple-double. Most valuable player. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year. Colin Sexton. Six-man. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Cal Ware, Most Improved. Kawhi Leonard, Clutch Player. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. Zachary Staples, Executive of the Year. I doubt we're gonna see any of our guys from the Toronto Raptors on all defensive. Alright. So nothing too interesting. Where are we in? We're the 6th seed. I mean, to be fair, I'm more curious on how we're gonna go against the other teams. Simulate the play-ins. Simulate round. The Raptors beat them? Are we serious? Yippee, yippee, yippee. I wasn't expecting that. What? Oh. Hold up. Okay, went through the stats and that's interesting. Okay. Some of the things with Scotty Barnes, I mean, he wasn't doing the most. Okay, there we go. Scotty Barnes averaging a triple-double here. Yeah, okay, not too bad. But let's see. If the Toronto Raptors, well, before any of that, the Brooklyn Nets lose to the Hawks, and the Pacers lose to the New York Knicks. Portland Trail Blazers lost to Dallas. OKC lost to the Clippers. Golden State lost to Spurs, and the Wolves beat the Sun. So let's see who goes to the next round. Raptors have been eliminated in 4. The Knicks beat the Atlanta Hawks 5 or 4-5. Oh wow, Dallas Mavericks had a game 7 and won. Timberwolves destroyed the Spurs, so now it's the Spurs versus Dallas. The New York Knicks versus not Boston. Detroit Pistons. Cooper Flagg, Western Conference MVP, and Cade Cunningham, Eastern Conference MVP. Both went into a game 7. The Dallas just sweeps them. Oh. So, the Dallas Mavericks wins it all. That was pretty interesting. Not too surprising, considering that they have Kyrie and Anthony Davis. But I think that's about time. Thank you all so much for watching. This one's more of a smaller video. I kind of eased through more of the newer year. Kind of taking it easy because, I mean, a lot of celebration and everything. So thank you all so much for watching. I am Funis, signing off. Goodbye.